Hi guys, welcome to yet another conversation with a very exciting guest. We have with us Monica Santos. And Monica is a trained professional clown and she's a hospital clown. She's created regular hospital programs for cancer patients and there's so much more that she's doing. She's also very invested in holistic education. So she also likes to create programs which talks about bringing humor into classrooms. So let me ask her to join us, and then we're going to discuss all about humor in classrooms, humor in education. So let me add Monica to my stream. Hi, Monica.
Good evening.
Hi.
Hello, Pooja.
Good evening. So nice to
So
see you.
nice to
So
talk with
many people
you.
so many people were so excited when I told them I had you coming on Wholesome Conversations. They wanted to know so many things. What do you do? What does a clown do? And what is a hospital program all about? So before I know exciting stuff, but before we get into that, I know that you were a banker first, right? You had years of experience as at different banks in Spain, and you were pretty good at it too. But somewhere in there, you've decided that this is your destiny. This is what brings you joy. So, what was it? What made you decide to make this sort of a career switch?
Oh my God. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm also excited to sharing with you this conversation because I think you love what you are doing, the holistic education, and your project is amazing. So thank you so much for inviting me, and let's see what can I offer or what can I share with you. Wow, such a question that you have made. How long we have to do it to answer?
As much time as you want.
Because it's the story of my life. But if we are talking about education and humor and clowning and these things, I think I would like to start saying that this decision, this what I'm doing, is the
Mhm.
result of the education I had or the result of my life. No, I'm going to try
Mhm.
to resume. I come from a very humble family. My father and my mother couldn't go to the school, but they are educated. No, I believe
Mhm.
that not everyone that go to the school is educated, and not everyone that don't go to the school is
Schools.
uneducated. No,
Right.
so when they create their family, they were very focused that my brother and me has the best opportunities of study and have a career and these
Mhm.
kind of things that is intended to be successful, no? Have a
Right.
home, a car, and blah blah blah. So obviously, my environment of the family is of the ones that they don't have studies. And in the
Mhm.
60s, 70s, 60s, when I born, I'm 45. The school were different, but not different from other parts of the world. No, the system was very classic. You study
Mhm.
science, maths, and these things. No, but they never touch us, explain us that we have to feel who we are, to value ourselves,
Mhm.
to give power to the things we are good on. No, from all my
Mhm.
life, I have been an artistic person, very shy, but I draw a lot. I create a lot of things at home, but nobody
Mhm.
saw this and nobody potential this.
Mhm.
So time was passing. I finished the secondary school, and it arrives the moment of start a career, no, to go to the university. So in that moment, I was totally lost. Even my city is a small city in the north of Spain with not too much opportunities, or even
Mhm.
I didn't know that there was so many opportunities. So I listen what my atmosphere, what the people that surrounded me told me, no,
Right.
is choose one career that give you a good job, again like this, and good opportunities to have a better life. So I choose economic science, and I study, and I finish, and I start to work in a bank. Luckily, it happens in Barcelona. So I moved to Barcelona, and I start to change myself. No, it's like, wow, I was 22 years old. Everything was new. Inside of me, for always, I thought, I think I was good in languages, even my English is
Uh-huh.
so-so, but I was eager to new different cultures, and I was living with a lot of different people from Germany, from Italy, and I started to develop things that were always inside of me, but
Hmm.
I didn't realize, no? So it happens that one day going to the gym, I discovered one poster that says, "Discover the clown in you." And I was super excited. I never made drama, I never make any artistic themes or scenic themes,
Uh-huh.
but it touched me. I say, okay, I'm going to do it. And even I was calling my friends, I'm going to do this workshop. And everyone said, Monica, you are a clown. No, I say, okay. And when I took this workshop, it was like a moment that said, Pwah, I'm here. And because it's like, wow, when you realize what is a clown is, that workshop and all the workshops to start to be a clown is like
Hmm.
uh, playing, have freedom, discover that you can feel again emotions, look
Hmm.
the world with the innocent side of a child, a lot of things. And it's like a drug, no? It's like, oh, I want more, I want more. So I was in the bank, I was continue working in the bank, and I have the opportunity being in Barcelona of taking a lot of classes. The clown I'm doing and the mother clown comes from theater. So all the drama schools have lectures of clowning. And in that moment there was
Hmm.
little space in Barcelona that brought big masters. So I took a lot of classes and a lot of classes and a lot of classes. And another very important point in my life was that I discovered the application in the social field. One of my masters
Hmm.
brought one NGO from Mexico that used to work and still work
Hmm.
in hospitals. So I trained myself there, and I start to go to the hospitals, and I say, okay,
Okay.
I want to do this. And I trained myself for 2 years, going to Madrid, to everywhere. So in that moment, I start to listen myself. What I have not been done for a long time, something was beating here. Still, I didn't know. No, I was in the bank. I was successful. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, it's a great world. I don't fit here, but I'm a positive person. I was trying to apply all the things of clowning with my clients, with my colleagues, and everything. And in some way, I was managing. No,
Uh-huh.
with some people, we create another NGO in Spain, and we start to visit homes for the elderly. Well, only one,
Okay.
because I
Uh-huh.
believe, as you, in that in the holistic themes. In this case, in the holistic
Hmm.
treatment. So we create a team
Okay.
with with the teachers. I was going to say, with the psychologists, with the social workers, with the
Hmm.
managers, with the cookers, with everyone, and we developed different programs, and we have very good results. My heart was still beating, and I wanted to try to go abroad. And in that moment, I have been in India for 3 years, like a tourist, coming and going,
Mhm.
and I fall in love with your country. I'm talking about 2013. So I
Uh-huh.
know a lot of Spanish NGOs, especially one that used to have a hospital clown program, no? And they say no.
Oh.
And then I call another NGO here in Mumbai and say no. And I say, okay, I don't mind. I'm going anyway. And I was very stubborn, and I managed to do something here in Mumbai. And next year in Anantapur, in Rural Trust Development, I have the opportunity of make a program not only for hospitals but for deaf people, blind people, handicap,
Mhm.
IHV, and that's one show that one performance I met with deaf girls that changed everything.
Okay.
We spent 2 hours. I
Oh.
have the picture. I have the picture in my computer. I see every day, and I say, okay, I don't know if I'm good or not, because normally we have these voices, no? I introduce myself. I'm a clown, but
Hmm.
I work in a bank, and you know the scary things, the fears
Right.
that we have is like, should I'm good enough to left everything and do this? And I
Hmm.
discover in this trip that it's not a question of being good or not. It's a question of listen your
Hmm.
heart, and discover that when you put all your energy in what you are doing, you develop
Hmm.
things. Obviously, you make mistakes. Again, this is
Right.
not, you don't learn this in school or in the families.
Hmm.
It should be, no? But it is
Right.
not like this. So I say, wow. I spent the last day of holidays there,
Mhm.
Sunday. I arrived Monday to my office in Barcelona in the bank, and I was in a meeting of insurance, and I was thinking, what the
Hmm.
hell, what I'm doing here? No, for first time, I realized who was, who I was, what I wanted to do,
Hmm.
my values, and I was not fitting
Wow.
there. It took me two
Hmm.
years, huh? It took me 2 years. I think I don't know if I was depressed or not, but
Hmm.
I was crying a lot. Luckily, I started to go to a psychologist, and finally, I was strong enough, no? Because coming from the
Hmm.
family I come, my parents make so
Yeah.
many efforts to pay me the studies. No, it's something that here also happens. No,
Right.
that we are
Yeah.
scared,
Yeah.
and
Totally.
this respect that we have. How I'm going to tell to my parents?
Hmm.
It happens. Life helps you, and I don't know how it happens, but one day I say enough. Enough is enough,
Hmm.
and I was free. That was 2016. Immediately,
Wow.
I removed some very heavy things from my shoulders. I was super scared
Right.
because I have an apartment, I have my car, I have my life, and I say, what I'm going to do now? My God! And I decide to come here again without anything, just saying that I'm a clown. It was a
Hmm.
drama in my family. Eh? My parents
Of course.
cry a lot. My mother was saying me, I never saw your father crying like he's crying. But now they are
Hmm.
very proud. No, it's a question. It's something I want to tell because I know people is very scary of
Hmm.
doing these things. And I believe that when you are brave enough and when you are happy, when you follow your heart,
Yep.
obviously it's not easy and you need a lot of commitment and a lot of things are
Right.
going to happen, but at the end,
Hmm.
if you change and you are brave, the rest start to believe in you. So that was 2016. It happens. Actually, I'm super happy with, I create Big Smiles,
Hmm.
that is my NGO, for 5 years. I have been visiting hospitals, orphanages, schools. I have been working with women rescued from prostitution. And I have arrived to more than 28,000 people. And I cannot be more
Wow.
happy. And that's the
Yes.
story.
Hmm. That's a beautiful story. And I'm so glad you found that, Like even now when you talk about it, I love the way you use your hands. You talk with your hands, you talk with your face, and I think that's so beautiful. Like your
I
words
have
are
to
beautiful.
confess. I have to confess that my English is so bad. I'm trying to make other things to connect with the people.
You are connecting with both your words as well as your gestures. Like I love it when people, talk with their hands. It's beautiful. So
Yeah, I'm very
you
passionate. I move a lot. Mm.
yeah, and that really shows, right? And I'm sure it's real. A lot of it must come from your training also, right? Like I'm sure after your training, yeah, you would have picked up more of using your hands and using your
Not
face and
really.
no?
Not really, because I think people has no idea of what is training
Mhm.
to be a clown. Nothing. It's not a technique. It's deeper.
Okay.
It's discover yourself. It's discover yourself. It's your discover your essence. So maybe I do like
Hmm.
this because I allow myself to be myself. But maybe you
Okay. Hmm.
can do it, or you can engage with your voice, or
Okay.
being more smart, or being more poetic. No, training to be a
Huh.
clown, it's beyond, and that's the magic. And it's, I always say that everyone has to try one workshop of clowning, because then it's like a drug. You want more, you want more, you want more. Because if I ask you what the idea you have of a clown, well, I have to confess
Right.
that I made this question when we met for first time. No, but I'm going to repeat. Let's do it like this, like we
Okay.
don't have this conversation
Like we
before.
don't know that. Right.
um, if I ask you what idea
Mhm.
do you have of a clown, what do you say?
I really have no idea. Our only definition of a clown has always been the one we've seen with the garish costumes, with loud costumes, a red ball on the nose, and then those things of riding a unicycle in a circus. That's about it. And of course, Patch Adams, a little bit of Robin Williams there. So yeah.
So yeah, I think the magic of the smallest mask of the world is that people immediately connect with laughter, with innocence, with something special. No, when the red nose appear, everyone is expecting something nice.
Right.
You have said colorful red nose, and I normally say it's very difficult to explain what is a clown, but I can explain what is not a clown. And I say it's not only a red nose, it's not only a makeup, it's not only a big shoes, it's an attitude. The clown the clown from circus, it's another class and it's very technical and
Right.
wow, I respect a lot, no? But the clown I'm doing, the modern clown, comes from the theater, from the 60s, from Lecoq, that is like the big school of drama in France, no? And we work a lot with emotions. I always explain that to be a clown or to train to be a clown is to become a child again. If we realize or we think in the children, we see that they are not scared of anything. They have freedom. They fall down and they stand up and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to continue, no? They learn how we learn to talk, how we learn to walk, falling down and trying. And if you realize, we say, oh, so cute. How is he trying? But if we do, as adults, it's like, so stupid. You still cannot talk properly English, no? So we love the children and we allow them to do these things because they are pure, innocent. Become a clown is allow yourself to get out the child you still have inside. And that means that we have creativity, that we have humor, that we have a lot of things that we have been hiding behind walls, no? Because when we grow up, it's like, no, now I have to be smart. I'm a girl and I have to be serious. Why work in a bank? It's supposed I have to do like this. Boys cannot cry and blue, 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 blue. So when you train yourself to be a clown, you remove, no? And wow, and you don't chat yourself with, or you don't compare with the other ones. You are pure. Your essence is pure. And something that is very important for me to explain about clowns is that we work with emotions. We train. Our work is to feel, to make people feel with us. We create a bubble with our energy, with our crazy things, hilarious things. But we are where we are feeling, and we invite the people to feel with us. And we are vulnerable because this is not easy. And people connect with us because this is the magic of being yourself. Obviously, then there are artistic work of how to move on the stage, the rhythm, how to look, where do you have to stop, when you have to push. But if you don't have this state, it's not possible. And the other thing that is amazing, and I want to tell, because I think engage perfectly with education and with the teachers and with the students, is that we can have prepared something. A teacher can have prepared a lecture, but we create together. We are here at the moment and we switch off our mind. I'm listening what is happening with the audience and I take what they are telling to me. So then I take here and we create together. And this is magical. That's why people love superheroes. No, people admire superheroes, but they love the clowns because we are showing the humanity. And also, we are, as we are so vulnerable and we are so silly and we are so full, they have someone to laugh at. Because normally we are so scared and we put so many things like, no, I'm scared. I'm going to protect behind my walls. And when you see someone falling down or with a cake here or having problems to wear trousers, it's like, you don't know how to do it. But because sometimes it happens to you, it's like, no, oh no, nobody's looking, no? Okay, I'm safe. So it's so
Right.
pure and it's so magical, like pure connection.
Wow. That's so
I
nice.
don't know if
Like,
I,
no, you got it out. And as I was listening to what you said, I'm like, when is the next clown workshop happening? I need to attend it. I mean, it's
you
it's true,
know,
right? Like, yeah.
yeah, but it caused me, I arrived to the education to make workshop for educators and for teachers and for storytellers. Because when I arrive, I say, okay, I need a team. One of my purpose, because MICE is working, it works for the emotional well-being and to give emotional support to those people that are
Mm-hmm.
in pain, physical or psychological, and especially vulnerable
Right.
ones, no? But it has no sense that the one white person from Spain come and bring people from Spain or from other places of the world. Because
Right.
here there are super good artists and there are very talented artists.
Hmm.
And my
Okay.
focus is to train, is give the opportunity to share my knowledge, create workshops, and create a local group. But I have been trying 4 years and it's not possible.
Really?
now,
I'm
now,
sure
now,
there'll be people just
now
eager
I
to attend
found.
your workshops. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, sometimes it happens because we don't listen. And it happens to me as
Ah,
well, no? I say, I have so many
okay.
things to do that I was like this.
Uh-huh.
Here there are no clowns. Here there are no clowns. Here there are no clowns. And at the moment, last year, with the lockdown, I start to open my ears and to look properly. And I discovered that there are clowns.
Wow.
Well,
So
I have
glad.
to confess, yeah, I have to
Hmm.
confess that even I was in a festival of clowns
Mm-hmm.
in 2018, and
Okay.
I realized that there are people. And last year I was training to people, but they couldn't join the project because they are very young and they are doing other things. And now I contacted with professional actors that have been
Hmm.
collaborated with Clowns Without Borders, and they have skills
Hmm.
of
Hmm.
clowning, and they were going to join us. But again, the COVID and the lockdown arrived. But okay, it will happen. I believe that the good projects like yours
Well,
take time
well.
to people understand, and
Hmm.
it's a way that we work our passions, and it will happen.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So the
say that
feelings
about
that,
food. No, I'm sorry. I'm
sorry,
saying that they say that about food. Like good food takes time, like
yes,
you to gently simmer it on a slow fire, and that's when you really get the flavors out there.
totally, totally.
Yeah. So
So
you
yeah.
Yeah, so Monica, you were talking about doing workshop, training people to be clowns, and you were talking about your own training, right? From the first workshop that you did, where you had that aha moment and said, "This is what I want to do." What does training involve? Like, have you ever heard about the training for becoming a clown? What sort of training is it? Is there a proper college?
So it's super complicated to answer this because there are so many clowns as people. I was
Okay.
explaining, no? Everyone has a clown inside because it's your
Hmm.
essence. I
Okay.
I have to confess that I fight with myself a lot because I have so many energy and I have one point of being rude and complaining all the time. And don't want it. I didn't want to be like this. I wanted to be poetic. I wanted to be smart. And it cost me a lot, except that I make laugh spitting or saying blah, 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 blah. So it happens that it's not a technique. Everyone learn by doing, allowing yourself. You feel on your own way, and I feel in my own way. So it happens that the teachers are normally people that are professional clowns. So
Okay.
what I did is what no, most of the professional clowns do is like try all the workshops all the world.
Ah,
And
okay.
obviously obviously there are some basics, no, like
Uh-huh.
be honest, share with the
Okay.
audience, look. There are things that are obvious. It's like the difference, for instance, between an actress in this case, and a clown is like the actress is in a box, no, you have
Okay.
4 walls. The clowns
Uh-huh.
lose one wall. So I share all the things that are happening to me with the audience. For instance, I have
Hmm.
someone that is telling me, I love you, and I'm going to tell him I love you too,
Hmm.
in a drama way, actress, not
Okay.
clowning. It's like,
Mhm.
I love you. Oh my God, I love you too. For clowning, it will be, I love you. I love you too. He loves me. Oh, he loves me. Oh, he loves me. Oh, oh. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sharing with you. This world has disappeared.
Ah.
No,
Mm.
I feel, I get emotion, and but it can happen that if I'm honest and I don't like him, it's like, uh-huh, uh-huh. No, so you
Ah.
allow,
Okay. The
this is what I was,
interaction.
yeah,
Right.
it's interaction all the time. And I'm honest, I don't, because
Hmm.
if my partner, I don't like him, or the
Right.
feeling that come to me is like, I don't like it, there's a body language is my essence that
Hmm.
I'm going to say, yes, I like him, but it's not true. And the connection is not true. So these kind of
Right.
things, to be honest with your energy, with your essence, these
Hmm.
techniques, how to share, how to listen to the audience, how to move on the stage, more of the teachers you have. But
Hmm.
for instance, I work a lot with emotions with one teacher. I work
Okay.
techniques much more with another one. Then the big
Hmm.
masters talk about the connection with the audience, how you pass,
Okay.
how you receive, how you pass, how you receive. There are ones that work a lot with the body. There are more other ones that work more with the voice. And it's very interesting to work with all of them because you realize where are you good at or where you are more comfortable. Because we have only one opportunity, and it's better to enjoy what you are doing, not suffering, no? So you create
Right.
and you discover your clown
Hmm.
doing. What is more important, and all the workshops are, is to experience, is embody. You dance,
Okay.
you you have to be here, right and now, disconnect this. And you only can do
Hmm.
it trying to do it, no? And
Right.
because it's like a kind of meditation. It's like, when you enter in that state of meditation, the
Mm-hmm.
inconscious thing comes to you, no? Oh, I have this idea. Or when you are sleeping and your dreams come to you, you are not trying to control your mind. So when you are
Hmm.
alone, when you relax yourself and you just play, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, again, it's like coming a child. When you were a
Right.
child and you say, okay, let's go to police and thieves, you don't lose your time saying, yes, but what kind of thief? I'm a drama, no? No, it's like, let's play,
Right.
and you
You
create
just
those
play.
things,
Let's
no?
just play. Right.
So you are in the moment. So being a clown is the same. So what I did, and I am still doing, because this is a
Right.
profession that is like a marathon. If you want to be prepared and you want to be here in the moment, you have to be
Hmm.
training. So I'm still taking classes now online, and
Okay.
trying to research,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to, and even when I teach, I'm learning a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Yeah.
not
Of
a
course.
clear, it's not a
Hmm.
method, no? It's
Right.
like try, because there are many teachers and as
Hmm.
clowns, and there are so
Hmm.
many things to learn. Then you can take classes of mime, you can take classes of math, comedia dell'arte,
Hmm.
music,
Hmm.
because as much possibilities, there's always like
Right.
bottom that start
Hmm.
to that helps you to bring your creativity or to your
Right.
themes.
Right.
So
That's
I
one.
think I talk too much, no?
No, but I think that's a lot of important information. And I would also like to tell the viewers, so since we are live on Facebook now, if anyone has any questions for Monica, please put it down and we'll try and ask her as many questions as we can and try and get you all the information we can get. Coming from that, now we also talked about, you talked about how clowning sort of brings the essence of a person out, takes the barriers off, makes you pure and innocent like a child, which all brings us back to, skills. I see skills that an educator should have, right? Because as an educator, we are constantly interacting with children. And the best way is always to, be at their level, like be a child yourself and share knowledge rather than be like, I'm the adult and I will tell you what you have to learn, I will tell you what you need to know. there's also the saying, right, that the child is not an empty bucket that you just pour knowledge into, but there is that essence in each child, and how do we get it out? So I know that you
Totally.
also, yeah, so you also take workshops, right, on for schools, for teachers, for children, which is talking about bringing humor into the classroom, increasing creativity. So tell us something about those workshops.
So it happens very organically. It's I told you,
Okay.
no, I was trying to make clown workshops and it
Right.
doesn't happen. But I don't know why some storytellers come to me, and most of them are related with education. They are teachers or they have their own business to extra classes or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, I explain so many things about clowning that they say, okay, this is very helpful for us. And I say, of course, let's do something. And is
Hmm.
what do you need? I'm very used to create, no? As a clown, I told you, no, we create all the time. And I say, okay, I think humor is essential. But again,
Hmm.
is I try to adapt my story. That's why I started to explain my story and how I used to be and now how I am, no? About our fears, about listening ourselves and trusting
Hmm.
ourselves in our
Mm-hmm.
essence. To arrive to have humor, first you have to be comfortable with yourself because maybe it's not so important to use the humor. Maybe you have to start doing different things, no? But for
Okay.
this is what the same I was explaining to you. Is like where I have pleasure, when I can disconnect
Hmm.
my mind that is telling me I'm doing well, I'm not doing well, today is not my day, oh,
Hmm.
this child today is shouting, blah, blah, blah. No, I like to make people stop, breathe, discover themselves, what they are
Hmm.
good at. No, it's like the same I was
Right.
explaining about clowns. I can see the people now after working so with so many people. I can see, okay, maybe this is good, better here or not,
Uh-huh.
and everyone, everyone. It doesn't matter if we have 90 years. We have magic inside. We still have creativity. We still have
Okay.
humor, a ridiculous
Hmm.
part, but we are very scared of use it. No. So first, I
Hmm.
work a lot in
Right.
this, in that the teachers have pleasure,
Okay.
that they believe in
Right.
themselves and the
Hmm.
potential they have, and then as we are moving, all my workshops are to experience. And the best way to switch
Okay.
off this is moving. We dance, we make animals, we do a lot of things, no? Just to
Mm-hmm.
people see where they are comfortable. And then we experience how we connect. No, we
Okay.
connect between all the people that is there. So with the children is the
Right.
same. And wow, is this is true? No, I was telling you, no,
Hmm.
how look into the eyes, stop.
Right.
See, there's one phrase of one writer that says that
Uh-huh.
if you see a person as it is, he will
Uh-huh.
remain at it is. If you see the person that can be and should
Okay.
be, that
Hmm.
will become the person
Hmm.
that he can be and should
Hmm.
be. That means that sometimes we are so focusing my lecture, we have so many things. It's like doctors in the hospital, no? It's like, okay, we have so many things that we don't breathe and sometimes we don't see the children, the
Hmm.
possibilities. What I was telling you, no? I was super good in drawing, I
Right.
was super good, and sometimes no, because it's maths. So maybe you can ask that children to make maths, but with a picture or with a drawing or I don't know,
Right.
and play.
Hmm.
No, it's sometimes we are scared of playing because there's a thin line that is like, okay, if I'm funny, if I approach too much, maybe
Hmm.
they are not going to respect me. But if we
Right.
close our eyes and we remember our favorite teacher, who
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
the one that was
Right. The one who
passionate.
made us laugh. Right.
No, that one, the one that make us laugh, the one that make things different.
Hmm.
So basically is this, and then humor appear because we have the
Right.
humor. And I cannot say humor is this, because also
Hmm.
humor is a code. is a code of
Correct.
connection. There's
Hmm.
intelligence, a humor intelligent humor, sorry. There's a sarcastic humor, and then
Okay.
is the innocent humor. That is the one I work, no? It's like
Hmm.
when we work with emotions and when we recognize that we are not perfect, when we are an example, oh, don't worry, I'm okay. If you kick with the table or you broke
Uh-huh.
the how do you call the thing that you
Chalk,
use to
chalk,
write
chalk.
the
The
sock?
chalk on the
Uh,
board. Yeah.
exactly. You say, "Uy, today I'm very strong." No,
Hmm.
you are seeing what is happening. You relax the atmosphere and you
Hmm.
engage. And when you
Right.
engage and when you have this connection, the children open their heart and they come and explain your problems and all these things. And coming to the holistic
Right.
no education
Hmm.
is not
Hmm.
only to teach and to
Yeah.
vomitate all the lectures, is taking care of
Right.
who is there, and humor is amazing for this. So I work a lot
Right.
with the teachers. I work a lot with this, and to accept that they are not perfect because we are human beings. Even
True.
the good thing the good thing is that as a human beings, our best gift is that we are always learning. So what happens if we
Right.
fail? We learn from the failures or make a mistake, no? So let's fail as much as possible
Right.
to be better, no? But sometimes we hide that we
Right.
failed. And teachers are very scared of this. First, for the children, no?
Yeah.
That they want to be respected. And second, because we work in team. And it's like what they are going to think
Hmm.
about me, that or even if we use the humor, no, what they are going to do
Hmm.
to think about me because the education is very serious or blah blah blah.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
work a lot in relax. Life is much more easy, and then it happens. And when people see just
Okay.
when one session,
Hmm.
wow, it's, oh yes, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use that, I'm going.
Right. That's magical. And that's so good
Yeah,
because, like, at least when I think back to my schooling days, the classroom was always like this very serious place. Like, it was always finger on your lips, sit quietly, don't move, don't disturb the class, and don't make any noise. Like, classrooms have always had that. And even when I got into education as, say, a teacher, I always felt that I had to be very strict. Like you have to be, you can't show your mistakes in front of students. How will they respect you? So outside the classroom, you're like all fun and playing around with them, but then you enter the class and it's like good morning, miss, and goodbye, miss. And when they do that, you at once you feel like this change in you. The minute you enter the classroom, you're like, okay, everyone sit down and drop silence. So I think it's amazing if humor can change that. What you're saying, equalize the pain, get each other. Yeah.
yes, i'm I'm listening
So,
you like
huh.
I don't know if it's my connection or is yours or is
Oh my god.
the the
Okay.
ghost I have in home at home. But I think I got the question.
And
No, it's like
let's do
their
it. Okay.
connection. I'm oh my god. Let's okay. If not, I have a trick to call the spirit of Wi-Fi. Okay, I think we have to find the balance. No, I work with humor,
Okay.
but I take humor very seriously. And there are moments for humor,
Okay.
and there are moments to be serious. So when the students are
Mhm.
like, whoa, obviously we have to say, hey, respect, no? And
Hmm.
everyone has their own
Right.
way. But I think we can incorporate inside as well some of ourselves, no? It's so
Hmm.
beautiful when
Right.
when we see the real person, not the teacher. When they see Puja
Hmm.
instead of the teacher, not teacher, it's Puja, no? It's like is not has to be open, no? I also believe that discipline and other skills that are important and has to be teach in the school, no, but not so sticky, I don't know the word, not so serious, no, it's find the balance, but
Hmm.
obviously
Strict.
as
Hmm.
much relaxed we are, better.
Right. Hmm. True, right? That's true. And I think when you allow yourself that, right? When you allow yourself to just be you, to just be Pooja or just be Monica and not be Pooja the teacher or Monica the instructor, when you get
Absolutely.
those heavy tags or titles that you to wear on your head, it's sort of you become a different personality. So I think having those skills as a clown where you be yourself and connect with the
Yeah,
kids as yourself should just make for a more beautiful experience. So,
it
tell me
happens.
about some of the major tools. Yeah. So,
We,
Monica, you'd have picked up a lot of tools and techniques with all the training that you've had, all the experiences. What kind of tools or techniques have you picked up which you think an educator can use? Like any tips or tricks that you would like to?
I mean, everyone has to have their own ones. To start, for instance, give surprise to the children. You imagine
Okay.
one day you go and instead, this is part of the workshop. I work a lot with this. No, you enter in a class, and instead of start the class in the blackboard, you go to the wall and make and start to give the lecture on the wall. Immediately,
Mm-hmm.
the children turn, and immediately they are going to be with you more than ever without doing anything, because
Okay.
we normally don't breathe and we are like in automatic pilot. No, it's flu, 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 flu. When you have to do something different, first for you are getting out of your comfort zone. So you start to be more vulnerable and you connect with the children. And once you realize that this is working, you can go ahead with more things. Because if you are not used, again, I'm going with the self-esteem, with the fears that appear, and say, how I'm going to make a joke. I don't know how to make a joke. No, be spontaneous. At the end, humor can when you are spontaneous. No, for instance, now in the we are having the sessions on Zoom. Why
Okay.
don't I don't know, maybe okay, let's relax for one moment. Or you can arrive and yesterday I was making a workshop and I was dancing with all the parts of my body. Have you ever danced with the tips, with the fingers of your feet? Have you ever danced with your nose? And you have now, we know now what is the we are so tired of the screen, that is like, okay, let's dance for a moment with this. I'm going to show what I did. Is something different, is something funny, and
Mhm.
okay, let's dance with the ears. Tu. Let's dance with the eyebrows. How do you call this? I forgot.
Eyelash.
Eyelash.
Eyelashes. Yeah.
Let's dance with this. Let's dance with the elbow. So here we are sharing something. Maybe we laugh, maybe not, but we are making something different. And you are
Yeah.
creating a code like humor. So maybe
Mhm.
from this day, you say, okay, so now we are going to finish the class. And you know that when we finish the class, it's always here goes, the other doesn't goes, and blah, blah, blah. And it's a chaos when we have to leave so maybe one by one, every day. So Abhishek, today you say bye-bye with one part of your body and everyone copy you and you finish. And maybe it's not funny, no, but you are smiling and you start doing this kind of things that maybe I'm not too creative, but to start to be comfortable with yourself and see the reaction, because maybe I'm giving you this idea that your children don't like it. But
Okay.
the main important thing is to start and give the first step, because when we move, the next idea come. Creativity is like this. If you are
Hmm.
sitting looking to the stars, I'm going to be creative. What can I do? No. Move yourself, move the body, watch a TV, because then it's training. As you discover this, oh, it's working. And maybe the next day you are singing, you are listening a song, or you are watching a movie, say, okay, I can do this with the children. So you are not so
Right.
scared because you started from
Right.
5 minutes behind the class, have the
Mhm.
experience. If it's good,
Right.
go ahead with more. If not, look for another thing. is not more secret, no? But these things,
Right.
the way, go belong as a clown, for me in the hospital, it's, we work a lot the space. If you are small,
Okay.
and you are tall, the teacher, and even
Uh-huh.
normally we have a place to be higher, no? It's like, I'm
Hmm.
higher than you. You're
Right.
scared. Try to go down and go eye to eye
To the
contact
level of the right.
and celebrate everything. No, now we are not we cannot. I was going to do like this, no, like give me five,
Right,
but
right.
it's
We
true that
cannot
there are not physical classes. But today you made it very well, and now celebrate that you make it very well as well.
Oh, wow, that's so good.
It's silly because it's silly, but at the end you are losing your position, that but you are celebrating that they are doing well. And something that I work also, self-esteem, a lot of things with the
Okay.
children, no? Celebrate
Hmm.
the things that we are good are is good, is very good, because we are installing good things, because everyone, when we remember or when we have to do new things, immediately goes to the past and say, no, because that time it was wrong, no, this time I was not succeed. So if we also celebrate in a funny way, we are giving information to our mind to say, no, in that moment I was good as
I
well, I
was great.
remember that I was kissing myself.
Wow. Wow, that's deep. I mean, we've done this, but I've never really connected it this way. Like we've done the whole pat yourself on the back sort of a thing. But yeah, the fact that when you make it a sensory experience, is my voice breaking? Am I audible?
No, now yes, now it's perfect, now it's perfect. It
Now
was
it's perfect.
broken.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
let me tell one thing,
Hmm.
because now
Yes.
I was thinking, I do like this
Uh-huh.
because I'm a cuchi cuchi and I like this, but maybe
Okay.
it can be a clap again.
Hmm.
Everyone has their essence, or maybe it's doing
Right.
like this,
Right.
no?
Right.
Everyone has to look the
That's a
way of
different.
doing.
Hmm.
No, I do like this because I'm a hugging machine, I'm a cuchi cuchi, but every teacher is different as well, because our
Right.
essence is different. So I'm giving this tip, but please don't take my things like the thing.
Right.
No, that's something I always explain, and something that I want to remark.
Correct. That all of us have a different essence and we take the tools but then use it in our own way. That
Exactly.
makes total sense. That makes total sense. So you've been talking a lot about now you've been talking about education, bringing humor in the classrooms. But essentially, as a hospital clown, what you do is for the emotional well-being of the children, right? Or the emotional
Yes.
well-being of the patients. Now, of lately, this has started becoming a concept, as in exploring the whole child, talking about not just the intellect, but also the emotions of the child. Yeah. So, can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit more about that? How your expertise as a clown, how your training has helped you with the emotional well being of children?
Wow. It has helped in every. It's all. If I have to resume my work, is that I told you, no, we allow ourselves to feel, to make people feel. So I have been working a lot with emotions. It changed my life, and oh, my phone is falling down. And I think for me is the most remarkable point, no, of my work. And it's amazing because I told you, no, about how we put walls and
Hmm.
everything, and we don't allow ourselves to feel. And it's something that I have to fight every day in the hospital, because people identify clowning or clowns with
Hmm.
humor, with laughter, with
Right.
smiles. And when I enter in a room, immediately the nurses, the parents, the doctors, look, it's the clown, smile. I say, no, no, no. Because
Right.
emotions, all of us, we have the emotions, no, and we have
True.
to spread emotions. And especially at hospital, we work not only for the patients, we work with the parents, and we work with the professional staff as well, because
Hmm.
we want to release the pain, and to relax the atmosphere, no, but obviously our main point
Hmm.
is the kid. So imagine, I told you, a little that we are very vulnerable, that we are on mistakes all the time, that we are in the shit. I don't know if I can say shit, but I said. And, and so the kid immediately connect with us as a person below him. So sometimes we go with our proposal. I like to say that we create a bubble and we
Uh-huh.
invite everyone to play with us, no? To forget, to disconnect, and just play. But sometimes I'm going to be a spy. Chan, 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 chan. And the kid say, boo, he only wants to scare you. Or he only wants to say no. And I say, thank you, God, because this is a gift for me. Because instead of relax and make silly things and just have fun, this boy is suffering. He cannot say no to a blood test. He cannot say no to a chemio. He cannot say no to lunch or whatever. But he can say no to me. So I'm
Wow.
going, what we were talking about, create together. I leave my story of being a spy and say, okay, you are saying no. So I'm going to push this. No, and I say, okay, no. So I'm going. And then I come back. Are you sure you don't want to play with me? No. So, okay, I'm going. But are you sure, sure you don't want to play with me? No, no, no. So we are playing. We are playing. No, at
Yeah.
the end, I can stay 20 minutes saying no. Or if I kick myself with a wall or with something and they laugh, I go ahead, again, I lose my artistic proposal, and I go ahead and I do this. Because at the end, again, he has a lot of pain with the needles, and he laughs because he's someone much more vulnerable than him, and he is doing, no? And this is for a spirit rage or pain, but with the parents, now we cannot touch, no? But I work a lot, and if I see that they are starting to cry, I take them, I go out and I give a hug, and I allow them to cry because they have a lot of worries, they have a lot of sad, they have a lot of fear. We are talking about the health of their son, of their daughter, no? So
Right.
I help them to release the fear, the sadness, the no, I'm here for you. So it's much more deeper. So thank you so much for asking me this question, because for me it's essential in my work. No, it's not only obviously it's amazing when it works, and this is the difference of a good hospital clown. Sometimes I say no to huge clowns in Spain to come here because they don't have this sensibility. They have, but there's something more important, that when we are a hospital clown, something that is very important is that we don't have ego, that we are
Right.
there for them. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes, obviously, we are artists and we love the clap and we love that people laugh, no? But when they not
Right.
don't laugh, when they say no, or when they cry, or when they are not doing anything, maybe it's because they are with fever, they are not feeling well, and it's not that they are not liking, it's that they have not energy to show to you. So this is super powerful, and at the end, you work with their emotions, and you have to work a lot with your emotions.
Right.
So yeah, it's super
So,
powerful for me. It's great.
so we've been talking a lot about, all the joy you find in this and all the amazing stuff about it. But I'm sure there are like also really difficult moments, parts that are challenging. So what are those parts? What's like the most challenging part of your job?
Oof. For me, is the pressure that I put myself normally, because I know the situation. No, we work with the team. I know. Actually, I'm working with palliative. That means that they're extremely pain, and most of them are going to die. No, and it's amazing how the team is working. No, because I know who has morphine, who is going to die most probably in 2 weeks. We are in a small place where they have the counseling, and I see how the parents talk and how they talk with the parents, and I see the parents crying. And sometimes these parents I'm going to meet in the world, and sometimes I
Yeah.
have to go to the toilet, cry, and and
Yeah.
and give my
Yeah.
best. But it happens that when you know this, something that I don't know if I said, I hope yes, because it's very important about clowning, is that we are here in the moment. No, we stop
Hmm.
everything, and I think it's one energy that it happens, no? But it's
Hmm.
complicated. Also, the pressure that I have, it's very relative that I'm working in actually in the hospital. It's just since November, no? And I'm 4 years. I was working in Tata, and it was very well, no? But every time I start in one place, it's like, I have to show that this is powerful. I have to, and in that moment, I'm thinking I'm not doing. So it's not so good. So every time
Hmm.
that the big boss come to say, or okay, the first day that I was asked to go to the surgery area, or everyone wanted to see, I said, no, 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 what are you here, so many pressure, no? So
Yeah.
it's about this that I focus so much in the workshops, no? Because even for me that I have 16 years of training, this if
Mm-hmm.
you don't switch off, this is not working. And and yes, I think this is the most complicated thing. Also, with the theme of the ego part I was telling you, is
Hmm.
like some days even I know I'm much more necessary when they don't laugh and when they have no response to me.
Hmm.
uh, I go home saying, what the hell I'm doing here? Why did I choose this profession? No, but
Hmm.
then it happens. The magic of my profession is that you think it has not worked, and it happens 2 weeks, and you find one of the boys that was not uh,
Hmm.
answering to any of my proposals, and you go to the isolation area. He's alone with with his mother, and he's vomiting. He has a attack of different things, and when he recovered, he realized I'm there with him, and he started to say, abracadabra, magic, magic, magic. That was what we were doing 2 weeks back when he was not moving, saying anything. So at the end, it's working. And then other girls say, he's playing all the time and doing the same silly things that you are doing. So at the end, the most difficult thing is to manage this, to believe in you. I believe there are scientific studies that prove
Hmm.
that my work has effect. There are professional clowns all over the world, and it's proven,
Right.
no? But sometimes I'm also scared. I'm a person. Even I love my profession. I found my purpose of life. I don't want to do anything. I think I cannot do anything actually, but I'm also scared. So control my fear, my ego, my things. I think is the most complicated thing for me and for my profession. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I just want to give you like virtual hugs right now for what you're doing. It's amazing. I mean, thanks so much for
Thank
all
you.
the and all the joy you're bringing to those kids.
Thank you.
We we will ask
Hi.
you final one final question before we close this, and that is like a little bit of advice maybe, because I'm sure so many of our viewers haven't even considered this as a profession. You know, when we think of engineer, doctor, the usual stuff, clown is never there and on our, can I consider this as a career? It's not been there. So imagine an 18-year-old child coming to you and say, Monica, I love what you're doing, I do want to become a clown like you. What would your advice be for that child?
Wow. I would love. Well, I don't know. I will take like a baby. Say, come, come. I'm going to take care of you. No, no. I will ask him or her if she or he really wants to do it. That follow his heart or her heart. I believe
Hmm.
that if it's not a profession, if you work and you follow your passion and you have a real commitment, you can do it. All of
Yeah.
us, and this is something that I hope you start to do it very soon, no? In the schools and with the education system, that make people and students and young people and the new generations believe in themselves, because everything is possible. Everything is possible. We have magic and we have the capacity of doing it. So I will tell him or her, believe in yourself, train yourself, be very honest, be prepared, because it's not easy. But when things are easy, we discover that we have even more capacities to do the things. No, it's a
Yeah.
little of taking the idea of the class, no, the trick of the class, no, start to do something small, because when we
Uh-huh.
start to move, you don't know where you can arrive with the first step. But be focused, um, respect the profession, love what you
Right.
do. No, if you decide to do it, train yourself properly. It's not easy because it's not certificated, it's not a school, but you look. I always think that success or the big masters always leave steps, no, that you can look.
Footprints. Yeah.
Be humble, ask what can you do, and I still do it. I
Mhm.
have my project, and I'm next week I'm going to take a workshop with people that never have a workshop of clowning, but I don't care. I believe that we have to be very humble and say, okay, I want to still train myself because I still need to learn a lot of things, and I can learn a lot from people that come from first time with that energy. So it's honesty, commitment, love what you do, believe in yourself, and don't allow
Right.
that anyone put their fears in your mind. So
Right.
surround
Right.
yourself with people that believe in you, and if not, alone. Well, no, alone is very difficult, but no, I think you
Yeah.
take
Believe in
it.
it. I got what you're saying, and it's so true. So with that, Monica, I'd really like to thank you. I mean, I was excited to have you on board, and now that you actually have come, I'm even more excited. We should have more conversations like this. I do wish you can get to visit so many more schools, and bring this to so many children, so many teachers who would love to have this. I do hope I can play a part in that. I would love to. And more than everything else, just so much of love for you. Yeah.
Uh, I
Cheers.
want to say that I was super excited. I believe in you. A lot of people has proposed me to have conversations, and I have to confess, it's the first one I make in life. And I don't know. I think your project is very young, but I feel that you love what you do and you have that commitment. I that advice is I was saying for that unknown
Child.
person. I think you have, no, and I appreciate a lot your time, your interest in, and I was super excited during all since you contact me,
Has
and I knew
it.
it was going to be great. Thank you so much for being so kind. Thank you so much for open the
Thank
doors to my work, to this little window, no, to the people that want to
Thank
join.
you.
It
I
has
know.
been a pleasure, and I hope to meet you very soon. Cross
Yes.
fingers for this
Much love.
situation. Pass fast, and I hope to
Yes,
meet
and
you
we can
in
meet
person
in
soon.
real life. Yes, I'm really waiting for that. And with that, thank you
Yes.
so much, Monica. See you. See you
Thank
soon.
you to you.
Much love.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Now, how I can switch off this? I'm very bad with
I'll end
technology.
it. I'll end it.
Ah, no.